Hello, everybody. Welcome back to PW IELTS and TOEFL Prep. My name is Vandana, and guess what? You guys keep asking for speaking sample answers, and here I am. In this video, you are going to be given 50 sample answers on IELTS Speaking Part 1 questions. So, if you are preparing for the IELTS exam, this is a must watch video for you because you are going to get 50 sample answers right here given by me. So let's get started and understand how you're going to use this video so that you can get maximum benefit. Number one, you need to pause after every question. Don't straight away listen to my answer. Pause after every question. Think of your own answer. In fact, speak your own answer and then speak for around 20-30 seconds. And I always tell that part 1 is all about reasons. Always answer why or why not. If you like your hometown, why? If you don't like your hometown, why? Just add reasons in part 1 of IELTS speaking. And yes, no one word answers and no one liners please in part 1. And once you have spoken your own answer, then you compare it with mine and see what were your ideas and what were my ideas. So that would be the best possible way to use this video. And let's get started straight away with the very first topic, that is hometown. Right, so the first question over here says, where is your hometown? So I would say something like this. My hometown is New Delhi. It's in the northern part of India and it's the capital city of India. First answer. Second, what do you like most about your hometown? I like the fact that it is super developed. So much so that if you want something at 3 a.m., you can simply order it from applications like Blinkit and it will be delivered to your doorstep. Next, is your hometown a good place for young people? Why? Absolutely. I think young people find a lot of hustle and bustle in my city. And keeping that aside, there are a lot of opportunities for young people here. There are IT hubs, multinational companies, corporate offices. So there are good chances for them to make a decent career in this city. Next, has your hometown changed over the years? Yes, there are some positive as well as negative changes. On the positive side, it has become super developed. The transport, especially the public transport, has become better. Now we have got metro trains to take us from one place to another. On the negative side, the pollution level has also gone up, unfortunately. And would you like to live there in the future? If I can be honest with you, no, I wouldn't like to live in Delhi in the future. As much as I love this place, I don't see my future here. I see my future in some place which is close to nature. It could be a coastal area, mountains, but not Delhi for sure. Moving on, the next one here is about home and accommodation. Number one, do you live in a house or an apartment? Well, I live in an apartment at present. It's on the ground floor and it's a multi-story building. However, in future, I would definitely be moving to an independent house. Next one, what is your favorite room in your home? Okay, so I work remotely and therefore there's one specific room which I have devoted to be my office, and that is my favorite room because it's completely silent over there. I don't get to hear honking and any noise over there, and most of the time you will find me working in that room. So that's my favorite one. And is there anything you would like to change about your home? Yes, I think I would like to change one fact that there's very little greenery. I would like to add more plants and shrubs in my home so that I can get that feel of nature right here living in Delhi. That's something I love. Otherwise, interior wise, it's just the best as it can be. Next, do you prefer living in the city or the countryside? I think I am done with living in cities now. Earlier, my take was very different on this question. Earlier, I would say that I am proud to be a Delhiite. I still am. But now I feel that I need to move away from the hustle and bustle of this place. And if not exactly a rural area, I would definitely love living on the outskirts where we have less pollution and more greenery. Okay, so what makes a house feel like a home? This is a beautiful question. So, house is just the structure, it's just the building. Home is where people live. So if inside a house you don't have people, it's not home. So in to answer your question, I would say the emotions of the people living inside that house, their laughter, their tears, their banter, their leg pulling, all these emotions make a house a home. Moving on to the next topic, it's a work or studies. Do you work or are you a student? I am a working professional, but that doesn't mean that I don't learn. I keep on learning things. But yes, to talk about my professional life, I have been working in this organization, PW, for almost 2 years now as an IELTS coach. Next, what did you choose? Sorry, why did you choose your job or course? I chose this profession. I honestly tell people that this profession chose me. I just accepted the first offer that came my way, and after that, things have been effortless. So I believe things have been effortless because it aligns with my skills. So that is one reason that this profession chose me. Next, what do you enjoy most about your work or studies? Okay, so this profession has totally changed my personality. Earlier I was somebody who wouldn't talk much, but now I can't stop talking. So that is one fact, the outgoing personality I have become because of this profession. And secondly, I get to add value to people's lives, and I am truly grateful that God has blessed me with something using which I am being able to add value and contribute to people's lives. Next, is there anything you would like to improve? Definitely. I am a lifelong learner. I think we all need to improve. We all need to keep on improving. So I'm not somebody who is going to be complacent here and say, no, I don't need to improve. No, definitely not. I think I am consistently working on my communication skills. I know I am good at it, but I want to be excellent or maybe perfect at it if that's possible. Next, what are your future career or study plans? Like I said, I am a lifelong learner. So I see myself gathering a lot of knowledge related to a lot of stuff. Currently, I think I am very influenced about this course, NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. It can simply change the neurons in your mind, and that has an immediate effect on your life. So I want to be perfect in that area. Moving on. Next is daily routine. What is your typical day like? Okay. To an extrovert, my typical day would look very boring. My day starts at somewhere around 6 in the morning. I get up, I meditate for a while, I chant, and then I hit the gym. After coming back, I just get ready and log in for my first class, and then it's classes after classes. I take breaks here and there, sometimes lunch breaks, sometimes coffee breaks. But yes, once I log in, it's just classes and sessions and meetings till 10:30, 11 p.m. in the night. So that's how my day looks like. Next, are you usually busy during the week? Absolutely. I am incredibly busy, and I am very grateful for the fact that I'm busy during the week. No complaints at all. But yes, on the weekends, I really enjoy my free time. I just chill sometimes, learn something new, develop my skills, or simply go out and paint the town red with my friends. Next, what is your favorite time of the day? Well, it absolutely has to be evenings. I'm not a morning person. I said that I wake up at 6, which is correct, but I really do not enjoy waking up at 6. I really enjoy my calm evenings when I'm done and dusted with the work. I just simply grab a mug of coffee, stand in my balcony, and just enjoy the calm. So that's my favorite time of the day. Next, how do you usually spend your weekends? Like I said, it depends on my mood. Sometimes when I'm in the mood to upskill myself, to learn something, then my weekends are all about learning. Then I simply isolate myself from the world and go full in whatever the thing that I'm learning. And on other weekends, I simply like to go out with my friends or family. So it depends on my mood. Next, do you prefer having a routine or doing something different every day? Well, having a routine is definitely better because then your mind is set. You know what exactly you are required to do, what you are expecting from yourself, so that you don't disappoint yourself at the end of the day. So, going with the flow is something that I avoid. I try to stick to a routine. So, you can say I am very rigid when it comes to that. Okay, moving on. The next topic is, do you have a large group of friends? Well, in the past, I used to have a large group of friends, but not anymore. Some of them drifted away because they moved to other countries. We just lost touch. We just don't stop resonating with one another. Probably that happened because we all change with time. So at present, I don't have a large group of friends. I have a small group of friends, and that is how I want it to be. Next, how often do you meet your friend? It's definitely twice a month. I don't meet them very regularly because, like, I am busy, they are also busy with their careers. But we definitely make out time for one another on weekends, and that it does not happen every weekend. So, yeah, twice a month, I would say. What qualities do you value in a good friend? Well, loyalty, I would say. And that means your friend should be able to support you in a situation, in a circumstance, even if you are not there. That friend has got your back. You know that that friend is not criticizing you behind your back because you are not there. And when you are going through thick and thin, you have somebody's shoulder to cry on. There is somebody you can depend on. So that friend needs to be loyal and dependable for me. Next, do you prefer spending time with one friend or a group? I don't mind both these situations. If it's a small group, it's as enjoyable as spending a time with one single friend. I don't mind any of these possibilities. When we are sitting with one single friend, you usually go deep into meaningful conversation. That's exactly how it's with me. Rather than just gossiping, we dive deep into some meaningful conversations when I'm sitting with my best friend. When I am sitting with the entire group, then yes, we have a lot of chill, we joke around, there's a little bit of banter. So I enjoy both the settings. Next, have your friendships changed over the years? Well, there are some friends, touch wood, there are some friends who have been in my life for more than 30 years now. And I think I am super grateful for the fact, and we have grown together. We have grown together as human beings. We have grown in our skills. We have seen one another through the thick and thin in our lives. So I don't think that friendship has changed. It has been where it is, but we have grown as human beings, definitely. Yeah. Moving on. Next topic is technology. How often do you use your phone? Well, I'm not very proud of saying this. If I'm not in a session, then probably every 15 minutes I pick up my phone. And it was not like this earlier. It has started happening only very recently. And I think I really have to keep a strict check on my phone usage. This is not something to be very proud of, that you are using your phone non-stop. You have the urge to pick your phone every 10 or 15 seconds. This is not something that I'm proud of. Next, what do you usually use your phone for? Well, the usual, taking calls or messaging the colleagues or my seniors or my friends or family. And sometimes I do check my emails also. And yes, of course, the social media. How can I skip that? Because I am a content creator. I post a lot of content on social media. So I keep checking on the views and likes. Yes, I am a normal human being. Those likes and views give me a kick. Okay, moving on. Has technology made your life easier? Definitely, definitely. Till a few years back, I was not somebody who would work remotely. I used to go to office every single day, but that has changed. Now I am able to deliver impactful sessions sitting in the comfort zone of my home. And that would not have been possible if we did not have strong, high-speed internet or various applications like Google Meet and stuff like that. Next one, is there any piece of technology you can't live without? Yes, there are two such pieces. One is my mobile phone, another is my laptop. And my life simply is incomplete without these two devices. And I can say so because recently my phone got locked and I was unable to unlock it. And my life simply came to a standstill. I was so damn anxious. I was like, how the hell I'm going to do my things? How will I log in for my classes? How will I send messages to that person? So life simply came to a standstill. And the laptop also. I mean, I can't imagine working and delivering sessions without a laptop. So these two are real lifesavers in my case. The next one, do you think people spend too much time on their phones? Yes, including me, I would say. Most of us are guilty of this, but the very first thing is become aware that yes, we are doing it. And because I always say that unless you are aware, you can't change it. So, step number one is becoming aware that this is something I'm doing and I'm not very proud of this. And then you can bring that change in your life if you want to control that usage. In my case, I definitely want to bring that usage down. That was technology. Next topic is, do you enjoy reading? Oh, I am a big time reader. I can read every single day without any guilt. I love reading so much that if I am having a novel in my hands, I don't know what's happening around me in the world. I simply go into that world which I am reading about. So I am, yes, a big time reader. I can say I'm a voracious reader. All right. So, what kind of books do you like? Well, earlier I used to read a lot of fiction that I can say was my escape from the reality of life. My reality of life is very good, but yeah, still, that was my escape. However, now I think I am transitioning towards more self help books and spiritual books also. For example, recently I read a book, Zero Limits by Joe Vitale. It's an ultimate game changer. So, yeah, that's how it's going to be. Do you prefer printed books or ebooks? I do read a lot of ebooks because they are convenient. You can simply get your Kindle or the Kindle app in your phone, lie down on bed and start reading wherever you are, however you are. I do read a lot of ebooks, but I am still a fan of printed books, guys, because I have read a lot of printed books as well as ebooks, and I can say that I'm able to retain and absorb information better if I'm reading through a printed book. So, yeah, that would be my story here. How often do you read? Like I said, I can read 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm that voracious reader. So I have to very consciously step back and tell myself that no, Vandana, stop reading for a while because you need to focus on these things. So I do read quite often. However, these days, because I'm focusing on some particular project, I have stopped myself from reading, and I have told myself that I will reward myself with a new novel only once this project is completed. So that's the story in my case. Next one, did you enjoy reading when you were a child? Yes, absolutely. And I often tell the story to my students that I do have qualifications to become an IELTS coach, but at the same time, I think I have become this coach because of my reading habit, which I have been pursuing relentlessly since my childhood. This is something my parents used to tell me that since I was 5 or 6 year old, I would really read a lot of story books. Other siblings and cousins of mine would play, but I would read. That's how I was. Like boring, I know, but yeah. Okay, moving on. Food. What's your favorite meal of the day? I do enjoy eating full-fledged lunch, but at the same time, I control myself from having a full-fledged lunch. I try to have a balanced meal, which has very limited carbs, and that's only because I still have got work to do. If I don't control myself and have that full-fledged elaborated lunch, I for sure am going to sleep, and that would impact my productivity. Dinner, I wouldn't say is my favorite because I try to keep it light. Because of course, everybody knows you need to keep your dinner light. So lunch, it would be in my case. Moving on, do you enjoy cooking? Well, I am a very good cook. This is something that has been told to me by my friends and family. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but I am a good cook. I cook very delicious food, but I don't enjoy cooking. This is not something I would like to do every day. This is something that I can do once in 3 months. Okay, next. Do you prefer eating at home or in restaurants? Well, earlier, if you had asked these questions to me 10 years back, I would have said restaurants for sure. But now, no, no, no. Now, home cooked food is like the ultimate delicacy that I can have because of two major reasons. One is hygiene, and another is the calorie intake. When you eat in a restaurant, the calorie intake goes off the charts, and that's not how I want it to be. Next, have your eating habits changed over the years? Yes, definitely. For some time now, I have been trying to eat more nutritious food, which has got a lot of protein and fiber. However, earlier my meals would have a lot of carbohydrates. So that's one change I have been going through. And is there any food you would like to learn to cook? Definitely, yes. I think I'm good at cooking curries. I would definitely want to learn how to cook a Thai curry. I have read the recipe quite a few times, and I think that it's something which is super spicy, and I love spicy food. So, because of these reasons, Thai curry is something that I would like to learn and cook someday. I hope I'm able to do a good job with it. Next one, travel. Do you enjoy traveling? Absolutely, yes. If there is a term which can be travel holic, then yes, I am becoming that person. I wasn't that person until 2, 3 years back, but now I feel that I need a vacation once in every 3 months. This is becoming a new hobby that I'm developing these days, other than the reading, because now I feel there's so much to explore in the world, and I have not done a decent job there as yet. Okay, moving on. What kind of places do you like to visit? Again, I would compare it with my past. Earlier, I would enjoy only the coastal areas. I was crazy about beach places, being near water bodies. I still am, but now I have started enjoying the mountains as well. There's a lot of greenery there and pleasant weather, and that is something I've started enjoying. And yes, there are beautiful waterfalls also in the mountain regions. So I like both places, coastal areas as well as mountains. And do you prefer traveling alone or with others? I am not a solo traveler. I need at least one person with me with whom I can share the joys of traveling. I can chit chat, chatter, discuss food and whatnot. So, yeah, not a solo traveler, at least not now. What's the most memorable trip you have had? I think all my trips were super memorable, but to answer this question, I would talk about my Goa trip that I had a couple of years back. It was memorable because I am a water baby at heart, and in that trip, we enjoyed n number of water sports like jet ski, banana ride, and whatnot. And the jet ski was an absolute thrilling experience. So that's why. The next one, is there any place you would like to visit in the future? Well, there is whole world to explore. I'm not saying this just for the sake of answering this question, but there isn't one place that I want to explore. There are n number of places that I want to explore, both in my country as well as abroad. So, not one place. Moving on, the last question topic, guys. What do you usually do in your free time? I think I have told my story very deeply here about my reading habits. Do you have any hobbies? So it would be reading that I also have told you. How have your hobbies changed over the years? Okay, so this I can answer. I mean, I can answer others also, but I don't want to be repetitive. So it says, how have your hobbies changed over the years? My reading hobby has not changed at all. I am still a voracious reader as much as I was in childhood. Back then, I used to read storybooks. Now I am transitioning towards self-help and spiritual books. Other than reading, I am also developing this hobby of traveling whenever I get the time. Would you like to learn a new hobby? Definitely, yes. It's been on my wish list, and By saying here, I'm manifesting it, I guess. I really want to learn playing a guitar. I think I'll be able to do a good job with it. So that is one hobby which I want to develop. Why is it important to have hobbies? Well, it's incredibly vital to have hobbies because it's like your escape when you are done and dusted with the work of the entire day or studies the entire day, whatever responsibilities you have. You need some mental stimulation, you need some fun and pleasure and excitement in your life. And you cannot always depend on others to give you that fun, excitement, and pleasure. In that case, your hobbies are your resort. Without relying and depending on others, you can just enjoy your own company if you have a hobby. That's a very deep way of looking at it. And that's my story. You don't really need to depend on anybody if you have a hobby for pleasure, fun, and stuff like that. And with that, it's a wrap, guys. I hope I was able to help you with these 50 questions and their answer. And if this video was helpful, if you want me to bring part 2 of this kind of video, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.